What's up? And thanks for tuning in to my chess improvement journey. I am right now Ramsey, and I'm on the road to 1500 ELO on chess.com Rapid in 100 days. I'd like to shout outs to all 82 of my subscribers. If this channel sounds like something that you may be interested in, please hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications to join me on this journey and to unlock the secrets of getting to 1500 ELO with me. Today, we are on day 76. Current rating, 1330, leaving only 170 to go. And on today's video, I will be showing you two games. These two games were live streamed. I will link to that above. Pretty interesting games, I must say. So I was able to, well, let's just find out. So game one against Django Reloaded from Germany. In this game, I played at a 90.7 accuracy, and he played at a 75.5. I played at a 2050 game rating. So in this game, he starts off with knight f3, which is called the ready opening. I respond with d6, and then the ready opening perk invitation. So I'm looking to play the perk here. Now it's ready open with this. Now it's ready opening King's Indian attack. And at this point, it's the ready opening King's Indian attack, symmetrical defense. Hold on. With this move, they call it the Queen's Pawn opening. And with this, it's the Indian game East Indian Perzapurka variation. So whatever that means. So as move 5, we're still in the book. Still in the book. And he breaks the book right here with this move. And I decide right now it's a good time to go ahead and break open the center. Takes. And he just pushes this pawn here. So I decide I'm going to fianchetto the bishop. A5 at this point is the better move. And he adds a level of protection to that. Now he's got two pieces guarding this. Now he's got 3, brings the queen over. Now I got 3. And he just moves the knight. And I'm better off. Now at this point, the better move is knight takes e5. His better move is knight takes e5. Because there's nothing guarding it. Truly, that's a good point. I didn't notice that, and I miss. Better move queen d3, protecting this pawn. And he makes a mistake right here. This is an inaccuracy. Better move knight c4. Just adding another attacker on this pawn, or adding a attacker on this pawn that's been left hanging. So I find this move, attacking both the rook and the bishop here, and he pretty much just decides to give me the rook here. So I take, and he resigns. So although it was a good win, I did play kind of sloppy and leaving this pawn hanging. Could have had a completely different outcome. You know, had this knight landed here, my rook or my knight wouldn't have been able to land there, and we might have seen a different game. But I decided, okay, this was a quick win. I got a little time. I'll play another game, and then I get into the game with Beethoven. It's the Moonlight Sonata here. In this game, I played it at a 78.5. He played it at a 78.4. We both played it at about a 1650 rating. Quite a bit of moves here. 61 moves. So He starts off with e4, d6, playing the perk once again. And he plays this move, which they call it the lion's jaw variation. Very interesting. I've never seen that. So I continue to develop. I say at this point c5 was best, but and I break the center open. There's no protectors on this, but instead of taking, he just pushes. So I decide here that I'm just going to go ahead and push. I should have played knight h5, I guess, with the intention of landing here. And he just strengthens this pawn. So I bring out the knight, thinking I'll put him here. But then he brings out the bishop, kind of changing my plans. So I decide, okay, if that's how you want to play, I'm just going to start. I'm going to block this up and attack on the king side. But the better move would have been knight c5, putting the knight there. But what can you do? So he brings this knight over. Inaccuracy. Better move would have been knight b to c3, landing there instead. King h8 is the best move at this point. Not sure how I would have found that, but... And he blunders here. Knight b1 would have been better. My best move is e takes. I guess with the idea that if he takes, then I just take this pawn and I'm all right. But I decided to push. I guess I missed it. And at this point, with that, he's got a 0.6 advantage. He takes, I take, he takes, I take. And I'm pretty happy about having this knight here. So he just falls back. Doesn't want to lose the bishop. And I realized this wasn't the greatest move after I made it. Not the best move. Queen e1 would have been his better move. But I just fall back. Queen e7 would have been best. Queen e7. How in the world? Knight g4 is my best move. I didn't even consider that. Wow. But I move it back here. He brings the knight up, once again attacking. And I just said, let's go ahead and take this queen and then make an attack on this rook. Rook e1 would have been better. But wow, that's not even the best move. Knight g7. What would knight g7 look like? Oh, that seems just a tad early. But I do end up playing that. The very next move. And at this point, I got a 0.2 advantage. I bring this bishop out so I can get these rooks into play. He takes. This is a mistake. A4 is better. I take. And at this point, I got a 2.6 advantage. He brings out an attack on this pawn. I protect it with this knight. Better move would have been e4. So now I block up this diagonal from the bishop. He can't really do much on here. And he just decides I'm going to target this pawn. I decide that I want to push this pawn here. And I want to also still protect this pawn as well. This is not the best move. Better move, b5. Breaking this open. I can see now why that would have been better. So he's got an attack right here on my rook, but I decide that if I push this and he takes the rook, I get a queen the next move with mate. So, not actually with mate, he would have came back. But then I would have just taken the knight and been alright. So I push, and he just blocks it up. And it took me, I did not see that I'm pinned to this pawn. And he just goes ahead and pushes. And I can't take with this because I'm pinned. If I take with this, then the rook can check, and that's what happens. Better move would have been king h6. But it is what it is. And then he makes a mistake here. This is a miss. Rook g7 would have been better. And that's what king h6 would have stopped. But I go ahead and take. He takes. And then I make a mistake. King h6 is still better here. But instead of taking with the bishop, he takes with the rook. So I take. He takes. And now he made a mistake here, though, of I'm able to pin his bishop. Now I'm up 3 in material. Got a 2.7 advantage on the engine. And he's got this knight that's causing all kinds of problems, really. I'm gobbling up pawns. I'm doing alright. Got a 5 advantage. Better move here would have been rook d1. If you could take a look, I'm in time trouble. And I was definitely starting to get nervous. And right now I got an 8.8 advantage if I just don't blow this. And then I make the ugly mistake. The time trouble got to me. I'm sure I could have seen this endgame through had I had a little bit more time. But I was just so worried about getting one of these pieces in a fork that I just started moving and completely forgot that he had my rook in attack here. So he takes, and it's a draw. I gain 1 elo point off of this, even though it's a draw. But yeah, it's sucks to lose a game like that where you're so close to winning. But anyways, this is day 76. Also want to mention that I'm working on a Discord. The link is in the video description. Building up a community for chess improvement, and also for people that watch the videos, so that I can. If you guys want to play a game, you can talk to me on there or just find me on the live stream. But if you want to support the channel, please head over to the Discord, and that's where the conversation continues. But this is day 76. The highest rating yet I've had, 1330. And it's only up from here, man. I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow for day 77.